You read that right. There is a black market in Unicorn Overlord, and there's not one. There's actually quite a few. But I'm going to show you how to unlock at least the first one. They might have different requirements to get different one, but they have there's different dealers, and they actually have some pretty cool items. So first, where is it located? Well, basically your first main quest where you got to save Scarlet, I would go there. So if you'll know where this is at. You get to the priestess abducted very quickly after starting the game. Once you get to this quest, you're just gonna go up and to the left. We're gonna go up through the bushes here. We're gonna take a left through the gate, and we're gonna find an old man here. Now, I would accept this quest earlier. I don't know if it matters exactly when you accept the quest. He'll only talk to you at night. I don't know if it matters exactly when you accept the quest, but you talk to him. He's going to give you a quest. Basically, he's going to say, I'm not going to deal with you until you liberate more areas. So in order to unlock it, you're just going to have to liberate. And I don't remember exactly how many it is. You can see here how many fights I've done. If you haven't done any fights, you can kind of get an idea of how many that I've done versus not done, how much I've liberated. I did one extra liberation quest, I think, up here after I already had unlocked the gentleman. So it's roughly, I don't know, 10 something like that is when you unlock that. So give me 1 second here. We're going to cut ahead to when I can show you what this guy actually has and why you want to check it out. Really quick though, before we actually talk to this gentleman, I want to give a shout out to my YouTube members and subscribers. Thank you very much for my YouTube members. I'm currently sitting at 4 really awesome individuals that are helping support the Plat and help support his dream. If you also would like to support my dream and also get a few benefits, such as getting shout outs and getting some fancy icons in the comment section and in the live streams, then why don't you consider becoming a member? I'd appreciate it. I promise I will take your money and I will put it directly into my bank account. I mean, Evan, it'll go into the channel probably, all right? But it's my money once you give it to me. Don't try to tell me how to spend it. Don't be that kind of person. Anyway, thank you very much, my members and subscribers. Now, let's actually talk to the black market dealer. So after you do enough liberations, it will give you an update to the quest to come talk to the guy again. Then he will talk to you and you can get your stuff. So number 1, I'm sure there are different ones that are going to have different things, but I'm early in the game, all right? This is the demo. We're working on it, all right? But this guy sells the Thief's Mantle. 20,000 gold is not cheap, but you should be able to afford this pretty easily after you do some liberations. You start getting a lot of money. This basically gives the thief ability to anybody, right? They basically lets them all evade. Now, I'm sure there's some situations this is really good. Maybe this is extra good on like a flyer. That way you can, because you already have double the evasion chance, so you're not going to consume it if they miss. But if you would get hit and you get unlucky, this could actually kind of bypass that. I don't think it's an insanely good item. I'm sure there's like a build where it's insanely good. It doesn't seem inherently broken to me, but maybe I'm crazy. Maybe this is actually insane, right? Maybe it's like, I just haven't found the character I want to put this on yet. Starless Bow. Starless Blah. The Starless Bow, an 11 attack weapon here. Costs 3,000, so nice and cheap. It doesn't have that much attack though, but it does Shadow Arrow, inflicts blindness, basically meaning something else will miss its next attack. Now, I'm a little torn on weapons like this. These are weapons that don't kill as fast. This is more of this is a weapon that'll hit, but it also has a defensive ability essentially, right? Meaning this is not going to have one-rounding foes, which is really important with the stamina system. But from a defensive standpoint, or just to give you an advantage on a boss, this could absolutely be very good, right? It's a Shadow Arrow, meaning it can hit the back row. If the boss is like some super jacked guy with one big attack, you just blind him, you know, and then that's that. And then they have these really good set of sword, spear, axe. They're all kind of the same. 2 physical defense, 2 magic defense, 10 HP, and 14 attack. I mean, 14 attack is the hollowed blade, right? It's 3 better than the recruit short sword, and they're pretty cheap. So these are good early weapons. I particularly like the axe here on someone like Bruno. Bruno doesn't have a shield. It's hard for him to get physical and magical defense. So this has HP, which is great on him because he wants really high HP. And then it even has some physical and magical defense in there just to boost him a little bit. So I actually think it's pretty good. Great weapons on almost every character. You can get a second copy or another copy of the base AP accessory the base PP. Sorry, you got to get that PP accessory. And then you even get Iron Shackles. Iron Shackles, this one is a little, it takes -10 initiative, which I'm sure is powerful. It's listed as a negative. This is 3,000 gold. These are both 10,000. My camera's over it. -10 initiative is good in a situation where you really want one of your fast characters to not go first. I can't think of a ton of examples. It's very going to be build specific, basically. Like maybe there's some reason you don't want your thief to attack first, you know? Maybe there's like a character like a knight, you know, a cavalry on the front line where the first hit, they're guaranteed to guard against it. Maybe you want your thief to go slower so someone else can come in to eat that guard. That way your thief can get the passive steal or something, you know, I don't know. That's not a good example. The point is there's a situation. I don't know. 5% less damage. This is going to get better the later in the game you get. When you have 100 HP, 5% less damage. If they were going to one-shot you, you take 5 less damage. That's basically like saying you have 5% more HP, so you have 105 HP. Who cares? If our HP start getting to 400, 500, this starts looking a little bit better for sure on certain characters, maybe another, like a Brunos type character, the Gladiators. So a couple items here. Magic Bomb. I'm actually going to show you this in this video just out of curiosity. But the Idealist's hand mirror, this is a big one. If you take a look here, that'll let you use this on any character, and you get to change how they look. How much time do I have left? 9 minutes in the demo. You get to change their implicit loadout here. So as you can take a look, you can't change their name on the main character, but you can see I took his 2 all-rounders and I put them to defensive. Why did I do that? Just to switch him. I actually don't really care that much. This is not my actual playthrough that I'm gonna do. This is just for content, essentially. But I wanted to change his color to purple, and then we put him to defensive, so you could change this. So if you really like Lex, for example, but you're like, ah, fuck, Lex isn't as good as a generic fighter. Let's do a perfect example, Clive. Clive isn't as good as a generic fighter because he's got precise and defensive. I want him to have double offense because he gets double attack on infantry, something like that, right? So now you could actually switch it. You could switch his color, but this guy only sells 1. It might refresh. I don't know. Probably not. And it costs 30,000. This is not a cheap thing. So recruiting new characters will be likely what you're going to want to do. However, at least in the early game, if you have one character you really want, but you just don't want them to look that way, or you want to make them slightly your own, or you want to change their passives, you can do this. Very cool that they put it in the game. I wouldn't have expected something like this. It's a little priced out of, you know, not out of existence, but it's just like a little expensive for what it is. I think, honestly, I think they could have afforded to make it cheaper, but they didn't. So that's that. Anyway, let's go ahead and check out the Magic Bomb. I actually just don't know what it does. I mean, let me be honest. I can guess what a Magic Bomb does. It probably heals me if I had to guess. So let's go ahead and just put some random this guy here. I don't even know what squad this is. It's not what this video is about. Let's go ahead and throw I bought a couple. Don't lie to me, game. Magic Bomb. Here we go. Right there. So let's read what it does. Damages all units and traps in the designated area. All right, well, let's take a look, bro. Magic Bomb. Oh! Look at that fucking idiot. Oh my god, that's so good. All right, let's throw it at the tower. Look at them. Look at them generating their valor points. Stop doing that. All right, let's try it again. Magic Bomb. I don't even remember how much these are. You could go back in the video and check. Smack them. Oh, a watchtower has fallen. It cost nearly 500 gold. That's right, punk. All right, so those are pretty cool. Also, there's a bunch of items, like, right, if someone's coming in, you can just like put this here. Look at this. Items in this game are crazy. I kind of want to make a video. Oh wow, that actually summons 3 of them too. I wonder if we could pass through these. Do you think? Let's find out. This is not what the video's about, but look at that. We could pass through them totally free. Man, how cool are these items? Anyway, that is going to be it for this video. That is how you unlock the black market. It's just, you find the guy, you accept the quest, you liberate areas, and then you go there and you get the stuff. Just another thing that I want people to be able to have, know about, you know, before they start the game. So I figure I'm making as much content on the demo as I can. That way, when the game comes out, everyone will have all these resources already ready to go. And the first 8 to 10 hours of the game will be like, there'll be a guide for every aspect of it. That's the goal. So we're going to keep making guides. Next up is probably going to be build videos, like my 3-man teams, my favorite groups of 3-man teams. I don't know how in depth I want to go in terms of items and stuff. I think it's going to be mostly class based, so with maybe some tier 2 items, something like that. Anyway, much love. Purplatypus is Purplatypus. Thank you again to my members. I really, really appreciate you guys. You know what? Without you, I wouldn't have any members, and then I would look like a scrub. So you are the reason the Plat has any self-worth on this channel. I'm kidding, but I do really appreciate you guys. Thank you. A special thanks to Shadows Dan Gaming and Bring the Pain for being the member tier, which is the 2nd tier, which is basically the same price as a Twitch subscription, which is why I set it there. And then a cheaper version, which I think is $1.99 for people that just want to support, but wouldn't want to spend as much as they would on Twitch. Anyway, much love. For Platypus is for Platypus. See you on the flip-flops.